After the fall of al-Assad's Russian Middle Eastern ally, Moscow has recently engaged in a diplomatic discussion with Syria's new caretaker government, with Russia seeking to maintain its military bases. According to reports from the international news organization, Syria has allegedly demanded the return of Bashar al-Assad in exchange for allowing Moscow to retain its strategic presence in the country. However, when questioned about these claims, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov had no comments, offering no response when asked about the supposed deal. Moscow has maintained a strategic military presence in Syria for decades, but now with Syria's leadership reassessing its foreign commitment, Russia's key military bases, Tartus Naval Base and Khmeimim airbase, are at risk. Tartus has been a Russian stronghold since 1971. In 2017, Moscow secured a 49-year agreement, making it a vital hub for naval operations in the Mediterranean. Meanwhile, Khmeimim Air Base, operational since 2015, has served as heart of Russia's air power in the region. Khmeimim Air Base, located near Latakia, has been operational since 2015. It houses Russian fighter jets, bombers, and helicopters, playing a vital role in Moscow's air operations in Syria and beyond. These bases also help Russia facilitate arms transfer and support its mercenary operations in Africa. After the elimination of Yevgeny Prigozhin, the previous head of paramilitary Wagner Group and architect of Russia's security infrastructure to operate effectively in Syria, Putin has struggled to maintain Russia's influence in Syria. The system Prigozhin built has been difficult to replace. It has been reported that oil and gas profits from Russian-controlled regions in Syria have plummeted under the Russian military of defense. For decades, Russia has been a key ally of Syria, supplying military aid, financial assistance, and diplomatic backing. The 2015 lease agreement for Tartus and Khmeimim further solidified Moscow's presence in the region, but Syria's new government appears to be rethinking its relationship with Moscow. A major sign of this shift came when Syria recently annulled a contract with Russian company overseeing operations at Tartus. Russia isn't the only player in this. Turkey, Israel, and United States are all actively working to limit Moscow's influence in Syria. Turkey in particular aims to assert dominance in northern Syria and expand its military infrastructure by constructing bases and intensifying operations against Kurdish groups. Ankara seeks to counter Russian and Iranian presence in the region. With Russia desperate to retain its bases, Syria is using the moment to maximize its leverage. Reports suggest that Damascus is demanding significant concessions, compensations, and reconstruction aid. According to Syria's state-run Sana news agency, the government is asking for concrete measures such as economic assistance and reconstruction to rebuild trust with Russia. Despite its weakened position, Russia still holds some bargaining chip. Moscow has been Syria's main supplier of wheat for years, but recently it has halted exports, adding further strain to Syria's already collapsing economy. If Russia resumes wheat shipments, it could use this as bargaining tool. Putin is also using diplomatic maneuvering to buy time by keeping negotiations open and involving multiple regional players: Damascus, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Riyadh, and even Ankara. Moscow hopes to delay any forced exit from Syria. Despite its maneuvers, Russia is in precarious position. Reports suggest that equipment and personnel are already being pulled from Khmeimim, and Tartus may soon follow. While Moscow will resist a full withdrawal, its dominance in the Syria is slipping. The real question isn't if Russia will lose its foothold, it is how long it can hold on before the inevitable happens.